So you're at that point in the journey, you're in that point of your progress where you just feel like you have to quit, you have to give up. You've used up all your resources, you've used up all your energy, there's just nothing left. You can't give anything more, and the only thing left to do is quit. What do you do at that point? Don't quit. Not yet. Just go one more lamppost. Now what I mean by one more lamppost is, this is a trick we learned in the ultra world. You know, when you're trying to run a long distance race of 50 miles, maybe 62 miles, maybe 100 miles or more, you will get to a point where you just are done. You are exhausted. You are just depleted of energy and you just feel like you have to quit. And the trick that they teach you in ultra running is you just pick a point in the distance and say, okay, I will quit when I get there. That lamppost, that corner, one more mile, then I'll give myself the luxury of quitting. But I'm not going to quit now. I'm going to just eke out one more mile. And then when you get to that corner, when you get to that mile, when you get to that lamppost, what do you do then? Well, maybe one more lamppost, one more mile, and maybe just to the next aid station, and then I'll quit. And you just keep telling yourself that over and over and over and over again. Before you know it, you know what's happened? You've gotten through the slump that you were in. And oftentimes you'll find yourself re-energized and re-fired up and refocused, and you'll hit that second wave, and that'll take you all the way to the finish line. Learning, doing anything new, is not linear. We know that, don't we? We know that you start out up here, and then you hit hurdles, and you hit obstacles, and you hit difficulties, and you go down into the valley. And what have you got to do? You've got to push and persevere and struggle and get yourself at that valley, get yourself up the next hill until you hit the next plateau. And if you're doing things right, that plateau will be slightly higher than the one you started at. And do you stay there? Do you keep going linear? No, of course not. Now at this plateau, you've got new challenges, new difficulties, new setbacks, and you go down in the valley again. But this second valley is not quite as deep as the first one. And when you climb out of this valley, you find yourself at an even higher plateau. And that's the way anything goes. It's not linear. It is valleys and peaks and valleys and peaks and valleys and peaks. The valleys get a little bit higher and the peaks get a little bit higher. You see, the mistake we make is when we get down in those valleys, we get the old mindset of, well, this is it. I'm done. I'm used up. I'm depleted. I'm defeated. I can't continue forward. This is the end of the road. Remember, progress, it's never linear. It's always peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys. Push yourself to the next lamppost. Hey, look, right down there. There's your sub button. And up here's your next video. Now go do something big.